My name is Mia Scott. When I was 7, Mr. Mason Lin took me in at Lin Manor. 15 years have passed. Since then, all these years I've worked hard, washing clothes, making tea, cleaning the study. I never slacked. In spring, I warmed the well water before washing, so it would be too cold. In summer, I carefully controlled the fire to brew tea perfectly. In autumn, I dusted the books and straightened every bookmark. In winter, I made sure the brazier was warm and ready by his desk. Everyone said I was capable, but really, I was just scared. Scared that if I messed up, I'd lose my only home. One afternoon, Mason and Tendon called me to the main hall. I put down the clothes I was mending and went on the way. I saw peonies blooming under the eaves, big, pink, and proud, like the rich girls from the city. Mason stood by the window holding an ivory fan Hannah Lopez gave him last year. He usually liked to flick it open, casually, but today he was still and serious. "Yeah," he said softly, "I need to ask you something." I bowed my head. "Whatever you need, sir." I won't refuse. He hesitated, then said, "You know Hannah Lopez. I've always wanted to marry her." My heart sank. The name was like a thorn. Every time I heard it, it hurt. She was beautiful, talented, and everyone knew Mason was crazy about her. But her father won't allow it, he continued. "Not unless I get promoted to third-rank official in 3 months." I stayed quiet, confused. What did that have to do with me? He finally looked at me. "Lord Ryan Lewis. He has influence. He can help me get promoted." I nodded. Everyone knew Lord Lewis, powerful, serious, kept to himself. He appreciates women who are skilled in music, especially the tune. Mason paused now. "Mia, you play beautifully. And you, very pleasing to look at." I froze. My hands turned cold. "You want me to get close to him?" He looked pleading. "Please, Mia. Once I marry Hannah, I make sure you're taken care of. I'll find you a good husband. You won't be treated unfairly." Then I remembered T-Day he found me. I was 7, orphaned by a flood, clinging to a broken beam in an abandoned temple. He walked in wearing fine clothes, handed me a warm bun, and said, "Don't be afraid. Come with me, I protect you back." Then, he felt like sunshine. Now I know. His protection came with conditions. "Did you take me in all those years ago just for this?" I asked, tears in my eyes. He turned away, his voice turning hard. "I fed and housed you for 15 years. Is one small favor too much to ask?" That hurt. The kindness in his eyes was gone. Now there was only obsession with Hannah and impatience with me. In the end, I nodded. I had no choice. I owed him. The next day, I started learning how to dress up. Mason sent me a light green silk dress and jade hairpin with a tiny orchid carved into it. The maid who brought it said, "Mr. Victor, just for you," but all I could think about was last year. He gave one just like it to Hannah. I tried it on in front of my blurry mirror. I looked awkward. I was used to fine things. Before she left, the maid warned me, "Miss Lopez is visiting today. Stay out of the front yard. Don't offend her." I understood. He didn't want Hannah to see me or know his plan. At noon, I heard laughter from the front courtyard. Hannah was here. I took a watering can and went to the back garden to avoid them. But she found me. "Oh, Mia, aren't you?" Her voice was sharp and rude. I turned and bowed. Yes, she wore a pink dress and held a fan. I knew Mason gave her. Her maid smirked at me, like I was dirt. "I heard Mason wants you to seduce Lord Lewis," she said loudly. Then she looked me up and, "A charity case, like you. How could you ever be worthy of nice clothes or that hairpin?" Before I could respond, she snatched the jade hairpin from my hair and threw it on the ground. It broke in two. This was mine. She lied. I thought it was ugly and threw it away. "You'll see." I reached for it, but her maid shoved me. I stumbled back, water soaking my skirt. Just then, Mason showed up. He went straight to Hannah, worried. "What wrong? Did she upset you?" Hannah, fake, cried. "Mason, she stole my hairpin." And she talked back. He turned to me, angry. "Mia, I told you to stay hidden. Apologize." "Now I did steal it," I said, my voice shaking. "You gave it to me yesterday. Enough?" He yelled. "Hannah might be blunt, but she means well. You're just a maid. Apologize." My heart broke. He knew the truth, but still took her side. "I won't apologize," I said firmly. "I'd help you with Lord Lewis, but I won't be humiliated." Hannah sneered. "Mason, just forget her. She'll only embarrass you." He sighed. "Go back to your room and don't make trouble." As I left, I heard her say sweetly, "You always take care of me, Mason." Tears fell before I even felt them. Later, following Mason's plan, I went to Q Temple on the 1st and 15th of the month to play the queen. He said Lord Lewis visits those days to pray. I was to attract his attention. I brought my mother old kin. It was worn and often out of tune, but it was all I had left of her. She used to play wild geese on the sandbank for me and tell me, "One day you'd see the world." At the temple pavilion, I tuned the tin and began to play. Halfway through, I heard footsteps. I thought it was Lord Ryan Lewis. He was tall, dressed in dark blue, calm and dignified. I stood and bowed. "Don't be formal," he said. Your playing was beautiful. You made that piece feel vast and lonely. I was surprised. He understood. He noticed my, "Oh, king, this instrument has history," he said gently. "It was my mother Ray," I whispered. He nodded thoughtfully, then had his attendant bring another keen, beautiful one called Cranian Call, made of fine wood and silk strings. "This deserves to be played by someone like you," he said. I tried to refuse, but he insisted, so I accepted. We talked about music for a while. He knew a lot, and he was kind. For the first time in a long time, I felt calm. Back at Lynn Manor, I hardly saw Mason. He awaited me, only asking quick questions, like, "How did it go?" Or did Lord Louis say anything? Then he'd do howdy away. He did not pound Hannah to see us together. 2 weeks later, Mason held a banquet. Lord Louis was invited. I was told to look nice, talk to him, and get his support for the promotion. The manor was decorated beautifully important. People were everywhere. Chana was there too, in a red dress, glued to Mason's side. She glared at me, but didn't speak. When Lord Louis arrived, the room got quiet. Mason greeted him warmly and drank toast after toast, hinting about the promotion. "If you help me become third-rank official," Mason said, "I'd be in your debt forever." Lord Louis set down his cup. "I can help you," he said calmly, "but on one condition." Mason looked nervous. "Anything, my lord. I want Miaska." The whole room went silent. Everyone stared. Mason turned pale. He looked at me, then at Hannah. Shana looked furious but didn't dare speak. Lord Louis continued, "You sent her to play for me, did you? Now I'm asking for her. Is a maid more important than a promotion?" Mason took a deep breath. He closed his eyes, then said in a rough voice, "She's just a maid, my lord. If you want her, take her. But she is stubborn and does know her place. I hope you can be patient with her." My heart turned to ice. After 15 years, that and all I was to him, top bargaining chip. Lord Louis looked at me gently. "Are you willing?" I looked at Mason. How would meet my eyes? I looked at Lord Louis. His eyes were kind and honest. I said softly, "I am willing." Mason looked shocked, but Lord Louis smiled. "Warm like winter sun,"